Welcome to Kino Quickly. I'm your host, Disco, and today I'm going to do something a little different than I usually do. And, I wanted to, since Valentine's Day is coming up, I wanted to, instead of reviewing a specific film, I wanted to get in and talk about some movies that, if you're with your sweetheart or, very special lady, you can put these on and have a great time on Valentine's Day. And so, from my experience, these are some of the most romantic movies you can possibly put on, and you will fall in love by the end of the runtime. So the first movie on my list is going to be Bedazzled. Now, Bedazzled is a 2000 fantasy romantic comedy film, so you can tell it's good because it has romantic in it, but it's also comedy and fantasy. So there's a lot to it, but it's starring Brendan Fraser and Elizabeth Hurley, and this one's a really funny movie. It has a lot of fantasy elements, and you're gonna be bedazzled, or you're gonna be dazzled when you watch this. When you watch Bedazzled, you're not gonna want to take your eyes off the screen, except for shooting quick glances at your sweetheart when you're watching this, and maybe holding hands or something that you do on Valentine's Day. But yeah, that movie is highly recommended. I definitely think everybody should watch that movie, even if you don't watch it on Valentine's Day or you're watching it alone. I think it's still a good movie to watch. But that would be my first one, and then my second pick for Valentine's Day. Maybe they don't want they don't like that one so much because it might be a little scary. They can watch Blast from the Past, which I've reviewed this previously on the show, but this one is it's a 1999 American romantic comedy fantasy film, so in the same vein as Bedazzled, and this one's also starring Brendan Fraser, but with Alicia Silverstone this time. So, there's a bit of a twist there, and if you've heard my review of it, you know that this movie is it's a real blast to watch, and it's definitely recommended. But this one, you're gonna be falling in love and having a great time watching this one, and I'd be surprised if you pulled this one out and your relationship fell apart. I wouldn't believe it. But say maybe the romantic fantasy comedy film thing isn't really your pace. Well, I got something else that might be a little more fun and exciting, and that's 1999 The Mummy, starring Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz. I think this one is, it's got that sense of action and danger. It's got some of those scares and things that'll really make you guys bond together, and from my experience, it's really good. And if you're not really fully in love by the end of it, you can always put on The Mummy Returns also at the end. And I'd say if you really don't know what else to watch besides any of those recommendations, you can always just watch Monkey Bone. But yeah, that would be those would be my recommendations for Valentine's Day for what you should watch. And I think my biggest recommendation of all is that you have a nice Valentine's Day.